After Imam Hussein ate, now imagine, I want everybody to imagine that you are in the middle of the desert, and on one side you have an army of thousands of people who are chanting, who are shouting, who are laughing, who are drinking, who are dancing. And then on the other side, you have the family of Abu Abdullah. You have Sukaina, who is crying, who only a few hours ago, she had a father, she had a brother, she had Ali Asghar with her. And Rubab, only a few hours ago, she could hold Ali Asghar in her arms. Just a few moments ago or hours ago, Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas was there to be a guard for the tents. Abu al-Fadl was there to protect the Ahlul Bayt from anything. But now at this time, all of the youth, all of the shabab, everybody has been martyred. Imam Hussein's body is laying on the land of Karbala. And after they kill Imam Hussein, what do? Do you think they stop there? No. As soon as they kill Imam Hussein, Shimr makes announcement and he says, head to the tents of Zainab. Head to the tents of Ahlul Bayt. So what do? They go into the tents of Zainab. They go to the tents of Rubab, and what do? According to Alama Hashim, he says, when they entered the tents, they whipped and lashed the family of Ahlul Bayt. They hit them with spears. And then Alama says, because a female, she wears black clothing, because they hit the female so much, all of that black turned into red because of the lashing and the whipping. Now what does Sukaina do? As soon as the forces enter the tents, she runs behind her aunt Zainab. Now while Zainab is getting whipped and lashed, what does Shimr do? Shimr grabs the arm of Sakina. He brings her in front of her, and he strikes her in such a manner that the direction of the face of Sakina turns around. Our teacher, he told us, when he went to ziyarat in 1990, he said, when I went to ziyarat to Sham, I am standing there and I am doing a ziyarat, a caravan of Zaireen come, and it is a caravan from Iran. The Sheikh, he recites something, and all of the Zawars, they do matam on their face. And all of them say, Ya Sakina, Ya Yatim al-Hussein. After seeing this, the Sheikh says, I saw this for about 10 minutes. And he says, I approached the Sheikh and I asked, oh Sheikh, what are you reciting that these men and women, they hit their faces and they hit their heads and they cry in a manner that I have never seen anybody cry? The Sheikh starts to cry and he says, oh Zawari Yatima Hussein, I am reciting one jumla, I am reciting one sentence that at the time of Sham Ghariba, when Shimr brought Sukaina in front of her, he hit her with such a force that after she got hit, her face and her cheeks, they turned blue. There were bruises on the face of Yatima Hussein. Allahu Akbar. Now what do? The Yazid forces, they leave the Khamas. Umar ibn Sa'd says, he announces, and he says, who will be the one to burn the tents of the family of Hussein? What do? They burn the first tent. All of the family, they run to the second. They burn the second, the fourth, and the fifth, and the last tent where our fourth Imam is sleeping and he has been fainted and he is passed out. What do? They burn all of the tents, and now the family of Hussein, including Rubab, including Sukaina, they are all in one tent. Now what do they do to that tent? Now Imam Zainul Abidin, he is sick. He cannot get up. What do they do to that tent? They start burning that tent. When that tent starts burning, slowly the females start leaving the tent. And when they are leaving the tent, there is a man standing at the door of the tent. And whoever leaves the tent, he hits them with a leash. He strikes them over and over until all of the family of Imam Hussein has left, except our fourth Imam. He is still there. He is too weak to move. Habib ibn Muslim says, I saw the daughter of Ali. She leaves the khama. She comes running back. Because the fire is so much, she leaves again. She tries to go in again, then she goes out again. Habib says, I approach the daughter of Fatima and I ask, oh Zainab, what is so precious that is left inside? She starts to cry and she says, oh Habib, my Imam Zainul Abidin is there. How can I leave him? Now what does Habib ibn Muslim see? He sees that Zainab goes into the tents. She grabs the Imam and she is carrying the Imam and she brings the Imam out. Now imagine all of the tents are being burnt and the family of Hussein is standing or sitting on the land of Karbala. What do they do after this? Ubaidullah ibn Ziyad says, I need few people who would run horses on the top of body of Hussein. He gets 10 volunteers. Before this, let me mention this. Now the body of Imam Hussein, it is laying there with all wounds. What happens? Somebody comes and they take the shoes of Abu Abdullah. Another man approaches, he takes the shirt of the Imam. Third man approaches, he takes the turban of the Imam. The fourth person approaches and he takes the armor of the Imam. The fifth person, when he approaches, he sees there is nothing left except a ring on the Imam's finger. Now what does he do? He tries to take off that ring. First time, it doesn't come off. Second time, it doesn't come off. He sees that there is some rocks next to him. What does he do? He places one rock under, and then he places the hand of Imam Hussein on the rock. He grabs another rock and he starts to strike the finger of Imam Hussein until the finger comes off the body of Hussein. He picks that finger up, he takes that ring off, and he throws the finger back at the Imam. Now he runs off with the finger. After this happens, Ubaidullah ibn Ziyad says, I need few people who will trample the body of Hussein with their horses. He gets 10 volunteers, and what do? They run the horses on the top of body of Imam Hussein. They go from the east to the west, and then they go from the west to the east. Ubaidullah ibn Ziyad comes, he looks at the body of Imam Hussein, and he says, I am not satisfied. I need 10 more volunteers who will run their horses again on the top of body of Imam Hussein. Again, 10 more volunteers stand up. They run, according to one of the maqatil, they run the body so much that the Imam's bones turn into powder. Allahu Akbar. What happens after that? After the body of the Imam has been trampled, there is a man by the name of Kholi. What does Kholi do? He sees that the head of Hussein is there. He goes, he picks up the head of the Hussein and he puts it in his abba and he runs off home. He goes to Kufa. Now he gets there in the middle of the night. He goes to Kufa. He hides the Imam's head in a tanur, where we cook bread, or tandoor. He hides the Imam's head there. His wife, because she was a mu'mina, she wakes up in the middle of the night to perform her Salatul Layl. She sees that there is nur coming out of this tanur. That there is nur coming out of this certain place. She goes, she lifts the lid up and she sees there is a head. She asks question, "Oh head, who do you belong to?" Now the Imam starts to speak and it says, "I am the son of Zahra." She says, "You are the son of Zahra? I know one Zahra that lives in Medina." And then the Imam says, "I am the son of Amirul Mu'mineen." She says, "I know Amirul Mu'mineen. He lives in Medina. If you are Amirul Mu'mineen, then you will know my master Hussein." As soon as the Imam hears this, he says, "I am Hussein." The Imam says, "How do you know my name?" She says, "When I was a young child, there was a disease. All of the doctors and the hakims told me that there was no treatment for me. So my father, what did he do? My father took me to Medina. We went to Medina, and when we arrived there, we saw that the Prophet Muhammad was sitting there. And we told the Prophet, 'O Prophet,' my father tells the Prophet, 'O Prophet, pray for my daughter. She has a disease which has no cure for it.' The Prophet, in his lap was sitting a small boy whose name was Hussein ibn Ali. The Prophet ordered that this boy make a prayer. When this boy made a prayer, from that day till right now, I pray on a daily basis. I pray every Thursday that nothing happens to my Imam, nothing happens to his brothers Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas, and I pray on a daily basis that nothing happens to him. If you are Hussein, tell me one thing. I only have one question for you. If you are Hussein, what happened to your brother Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas?" The Imam starts to cry and he says he was martyred in Karbala. Both of his hands were cut off. And he was saying, "Oh Hussein, I wish I could help you in the last moments." وَمَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَاغ مَاتَ مِنْ حُسَيْنٍ.
بسم الله بإذن الله بإذن فاطمه همان پهلو شکسته همان که پای قتلگه محزون نشسته سرداد نوحه حسین من غریب مادر حسین من غریب مادر حسین من غریب مادر امشب که زینب خوانده با دستان بسته در خیمه ای سوزان نمازش را نشسته سرداد نوحه حسین من عزیز خواهر حسین من عزیز خواهر حسین من مولا جانم حسین ابن الزهرا 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 مولا جانم حسین ابن برید خنجر خداحافظ برید خنجر خداحافظ عزیز بی سر خداحافظ علی اکبر خداحافظ علی اصغر خداحافظ تو را می سپارم به آغوش صحرا فتاده ز نی سایت بر سر ما من و گریه ها هم سفر در بیابان تو و مویه های پر از سوز زهرا مانده خاکستری از خیمه ها مانده از قتل گهداقی با ما افتد بر روی ما چشم ادا مولا جانم حسین ابن الزهرا مولا جانم حسین ابن الزهرا مولا جانم حسین ببین از امشب برادر جان شروع کرب و بلای من ملائک را خیره خواهد کرد شکوه صبر و رضای من ببین از امشب برادر جان شروع کرب و بلای من ملائک را خیره خواهد کرد شکوه صبر و رضای من فتد آتش خطبه هایم پس از این به شام سیه روی این قوم بیدین به لحن کلامم شود زنده حیدر به سعی مدامم شود زنده آیین بردم بعد از تو صحرا به صحرا با خود پیغام کرب و بلا را زینب فدای تو یا ابن الزهرا مولا جانم حسین یا ابن الزهرا مولا جانم حسین یا ابن الزهرا وای حسین وای حسین وای حسین وای حسین وای حسین ابد والله ما ننسى حسينا ابد والله ابد والله ما ننسى حسينا ابد والله ما ننسى حسينا بأبي أنت وأمي يا أبا عبد الله بأبي أنت وأمي يا أبا عبد الله يا حسين 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 دست خالی رد مکن ما راز کویت یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین یا یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین دست خالی رد مکن ما راز کویت یا حسین 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 دست خالی رد مکن ما راز کویت یا حسین یا حسین یا حسین دست خالی رد مکن ما راز کویت یا حسین یا زهرا یا زهرا یا زهرا یا زهرا آجرك الله بقية الله آجرك الله بقية الله يا حجة ابن الحسن عجل على ظهورك يا حجة ابن الحسن عجل على ظهورك يا حجة ابن الحسن عجل على ظهورك زینب که قیام کربلا زنده از اوست ایثارگری و صبر پاینده از اوست از جلوه او 14 قرن گذشت اما به خدا همیشه آینده از اوست الا لعنت الله علی القوم الظالمین و سیعلم الذین ظلموا ای منقلب ینقلبون بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على فاطمة وأبيها وبعلها وبنيها والسر المستودع فيها بأدد ما أحاط به علمك اللهم إنا نسألك وندعوك باسمك العظيم العظم العز الأجل الأكرم إلهي بدم المظلوم يا الله 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 يا رحمن يا رحيم يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا على دينك واكفنا يا قاضي الحاجات ويا كافي المهمات إنك مجيب الدعوات وإنك على كل شيء قدير. صلوات.